I'm going to reach out to the faculty senate. Because a lot of students have come to me and they said, Dr. McDavis, we need cultural competency classes. I don't disagree. But I can't order cultural competency classes. I can't order them. But you know who can? Somebody answer that question for me. No? 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 Who said that? Say it loud. Say it loud. Say it loud. Faculty. So I'm going to go to faculty senate. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say, look, ask me to appoint a task force, I'm happy to do it. And let that task force talk for 15 months on whatever topic they want to talk about. But I want our faculty senate to wrap their arms around this cultural competencies issue and give me a recommendation for something we can start next fall. Not 3 years from now, next fall. So that's where I'm at. I'm beyond statements. I want action. I want our faculty senate to act. I want you to act. I want you to lead. I'm going to be right there with you. Not behind you, with you. My office will support this Senate, Madam President, in whatever you want to do. But I want to see a proposal from this Senate on my desk about what you're going to do about CATS, cultural awareness training for students. Are you with me? Wait a minute, I'm not getting enough amen. I might have to start preaching in a minute. Are you with me? Are you with me? Yes. Are you with me? Yes. All right. Now I'm serious. Okay? I'm absolutely serious about this. The office of the president cannot do this alone. I need you. And we need each other. But we need the faculty as well. And between my office, this student senate, and the faculty senate, we can get something done this year. I don't want to wait till I'm gone. I want to do something while I'm still here. So I'm committed to this, Madam President. So I have come tonight to invite you to partner with me to get this done. You come up, it's already approved, Madam President, okay? You don't have to worry about that. I'm approving it tonight. So I've done the hard part. Somebody said that already. I've given you the acronym. I've approved it. I need the substance. I need the substance. And I'm counting on you to give me that. Because when you give me that, we're going to go forward, we're going to get this done. And you're going to be the first student senator that I know of in the United States that's saying it's up to us to help make change happen. Because that's what being a Bobcat is all about. That's what this community is all about. It's about you and me respecting each other, appreciating each other, and working together to solve a problem. We have a problem at Ohio University. We have a problem, and it's going to take all of us to solve the problem. So I've come to you tonight fired up. I've come to you tonight saying, I'm ready to go to work on this as hard as you want to work on it. So let me stop there, because I think I got a few amens, and open it up to questions about this or anything else. Yes?
The Multicultural Coalition met last week.
Yes.
I'm sure you're aware. They are asking for a specific clause in the Student Code of Conduct regarding hate speech.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any ideas on if that would be something we could do?
We are, and I've got the two of my best friends here tonight, and Dr. Pena and Dr. Hall Jones, and we're already looking at that. As we look at every so often, we look at our code of student conduct. We're looking at it, and we'll come up with some recommendations of that. Let me say that every issue there are always two sides, and we live with that in our society. So I know a few years ago we took some steps on an issue that came up, and an organization out there called FIRE came after us. They came after us and said, you can't do this. We got pinged on that because I thought we were doing the right thing. Before I get myself in trouble here, let me just say that yes, we're gonna look at that. Okay, yes. Short answer is yes. Before I get myself in trouble. Other questions? Yes? Yep. I put you on the spot, I know.
What can we do to mobilize fellow students, maybe faculty members, like our professors, to get behind this initiative?
I love that. Great question. See, you just thought I was further along. Here's how. Here's how. When you come up with a plan, okay, there are going to be two groups that we're going to go to. The first group, and I need some help from my friends. How many student organizations do we have at Ohio University? 500? That's the first group. We're going to go to all 500 student organizations and say, hey, we need you to get involved with this. So we got 500 student organizations with you. Okay? The second group is Faculty Senate. Madam President's going to go to the chair of Faculty Senate. And the three of us are going to have a nice conversation because she's going to come with a plan and say, you know, this is from the Student Senate. This is from the Student Senate to the Faculty Senate. Will you help us with this? So we're going to try to get faculty to support your program as you're going to support the Cultural Competency Initiative that the Faculty Senate is going to take up. Now, they don't know they're going to take it up, but I'm sure that my scribes here are going to write this up, and I'm probably going to be in the world of trouble tomorrow. All kinds of phone calls from the faculty senators saying, what did you say last night? Well, I put myself in trouble before, so I'm in trouble again. Yes?
Just like I want to touch on that point. While I think it's really valuable that we're bringing it up and making it happen, this is not the first time that this conversation has been had.
Correct.
And so this is always from different spheres across the university. This has been a discussion. It's been something a lot of groups have been pushing for. So I think backlash will be limited, and I think people are already looking for ways we can do this in their own time. So
I love it. I love it.
they'll flock to it.
I mean, again, you're duly elected student leaders. You have a voice, folks. You have a voice. I'm empowering you. Again, I've already approved it. So this is not, you don't have to pass a resolution. It's already approved. We just have to do this. We have to come up with it. And we've got smart people in this room. And if we need people, we have good faculty and others on campus that can help us put ideas into CATs. Okay? So once we get a framework for CATs, we're going to implement it. And again, I'm going to be there. The Division of Student Affairs is going to be there. The Vice Provost for Diversity and Inclusion is going to be there. We're all going to be in this together. Other questions? Yes?
So are you looking like for a class to be made or just like a program like how we do like alcohol meetings, like something like that?
If that's one of the recommendations, that could be a recommendation. I'm not looking for a class so much as what can we do? I'm looking for something we can do, and again, this is my bias, voluntarily. The cultural competency, that may be something different. That may be a 1-hour course we require. But this is something that the Student Senate is going to lead, and you're going to engage other students in this, whatever it is we come up with. It can be a workshop. It can be a number of things. It can be speakers. You want to bring speakers to campus and we can have a dialogue after a speaker. It can be something that is a seminar. It can be whatever you want it to be. I mean, you know, I like to think that I've kind of figured out all the different ways to reach students, but it may be social media. It may be something through social media that, you know, we're not even thinking about yet. So be creative, but and it should be something fun. It doesn't have to be, I mean, this does not have to be something that's stressful. I mean, we can have fun. I'd like to learn more about you. You know. But you know, let's do something is what I'm saying. So I'm not necessarily looking for it to be a class. We always want to go to a class. But is there something else? Is something else we can come up with that's innovative, that's creative, that's fun? We learn about each other. Because I think the more we learn about each other, the better we get along. I just absolutely believe that. Yes?
So my worry is that whatever we come up with, it won't, our target audience is the people that are not as confident in culture. Correct.
Right.
So my worry is the only people that will attend say we have a speaker, we have these cultural competency like workshops. The people that come will be the people that are not an issue. And we won't be hitting the target that we want.
So here it
Because
is.
like say we did like campus conversations, like we did that.
Yep.
The people that want to talk about it are the people that aren't the problem, like, you know?
So let me respond to that with this. if I am in an environment and I want to do something negative, if most of the people around me are doing something positive, it makes it just a little bit more difficult for me to do something negative. So what I'm saying is that you're right. But what I want to try to establish at Ohio University is that there are more people that want to do right than there are people that want to do wrong. And we have to start speaking out. You know, there's this thing called the silent majority, and too often the silent majority gets mistaken. What I want is for those who want to do right to start speaking out. You know, the easiest thing in the world to do is to say, let him do it. You issue a statement, you know, while we sit back. No, if all of us start to speak out, you know, Madam President, if you stand up tonight and say, I think that what was on that graffiti wall is an embarrassment to Ohio University. That's the President of the Student Senate saying. That's not the President of Ohio University. That's the President of the Student Senate. Senate saying. If you say it, that's the Senator saying. If you say it, that's the Student Senator saying. If you say it, that's the Student Senator saying. It's not the President of the University. It's the Senate speaking out. We need you to speak out and speak up. Because if we can get you and thousands of other students to speak out, that will begin to drown those who don't want to pay attention to those speaking out. But it will put a thought in their mind that if you do something that offends us, we're going to speak out. And we're going to do it in the Student Senate. We're going to do it in the President's office. We're going to do it in the Faculty Senate. There is no safe haven at Ohio University. Because if you do something that discriminates, that is racist, we are not going to stand for it. We're going to speak out. That's what we have to do. The minority of negative voices should not drown the majority of positive voices. I believe that. No, it's more than a theory. That's why I said we have to do more than make statements. We have to act. I'm not asking you to make statements. I'm asking you to act. I'm asking you to organize. I'm asking you to go out to the residence halls. I'm asking you to go out on campus. Talk with that 500 student organizations. I'm asking you to roll up your sleeves and say, I'm with the righteous. I want to do what's good. I want to do what's going to help us be a better community. Everybody who comes to Ohio University ought to feel like this is my community. But I can't feel like it's my community if you don't speak up for me. So I need you to speak up for me. There are students on this campus who need you to speak up for them. They can't hear your voices yet. But I want them to begin to hear the collective voice of this campus. I want them to begin to hear from students. I want them to begin to hear from faculty. And they'll hear from me. I've never had a problem speaking out. But I want them to hear other voices. And that's why I'm coming to you tonight. Because I need you. I need the leaders on this campus to start speaking out. This is the room to speak out in. And when you leave here, when you're on campus, that's where I want you to speak out. We're going to drown out that negative voice out there. We won't stop it. I get that. I've been in this world a long time. There was racism the day I was born. There's racism today. That's a long time. So I get it. But I want to do something that no other university has done. I want this to be a groundswell. I want this to come from students. I want this to come from faculty. I want us to say enough on this campus. Maybe we can't do anything about what happens in Columbus. Maybe we can't do anything about what happens in Cleveland, Cincinnati. But doggone it, we can do something about what happens in Athens, Ohio, on this campus. We can do something about that. I believe that. I absolutely believe that. But I need you. I've taken more than enough time, Madam President, so I'm going to take my leave. But I want you to invite me back. And I will come running back. Okay, I will do that. So, Madam President, execs, I'm looking to you to fill out the blanks. I gave you cats. I need
Yeah,
you.
exactly. We're ready to go.
I'm,
Challenge accepted.
I'm with you. Thank you.
Great. All right. Thanks again, President McDavis.
You're
The
welcome.
challenge is accepted.
All right, I got you.
And now,